Hello, I'm Jodi Ginsberg of Ginsberg Law Offices, and today I want to talk with you about lump sum settlements. That's a term that we use when we're talking about settling your workers' comp case. First of all, you need to understand that when you try to settle a workers' comp case in the state of Georgia for a lump sum, just because you want to settle doesn't mean the insurance company wants to settle, and vice versa. So both you and the employer-insurer have to be on the same page. You both have to want to settle the case. Nobody can be forced to settle. You cannot be forced to settle what they're offering, and they cannot be forced to settle the payment that you want. There has to be typically a negotiation, and it's very important that you have good quality attorney representing you in those negotiations so that you're not taken advantage of. Typically, we see two types of settlements in lump sum. One would be a no-liability stipulation settlement, and that's where even if the employer-insurer are paying for your medical, but they have not paid for any weekly income benefits, they will settle that case typically on a no-liability basis, which means the documentation that you're going to be given to sign is going to say that that accident did not arise out of or in the course of your employment, despite the fact that they've paid medical on your behalf, or perhaps they haven't. But even if they've paid medical, it can state that, and then they will, on another piece of paper in the settlement stipulation, indicate how much money they're willing to pay. There's a liability stipulation settlement, which means, yes, they've paid weekly benefit checks and they've paid medical, and they are acknowledging that you got hurt at work and therefore going to pay X dollars. And that is all broken up in the settlement document in terms of what you're going to get if you have a lawyer, what your lawyer is going to get, and the same thing in a no liability stipulation. The most important thing you can do is get representation so that you are not being taken advantage of, so that there is not anything in the documents that you're being asked to sign that you shouldn't. There is not only typically a stipulation and agreement settlement document given to you, but in about 95% of the cases they're going to try to get you to resign, and they're also going to send what's called a release, a general release, which is going to discuss various things that they want you to release in terms of not coming back and suing them for other things. So it is really, really important that you have good quality representation from a lawyer who knows whether or not these documents are in proper form, whether or not you are settling your case for a proper amount of money, and the other documents that are attached to them that are going to be sent back to the employer, whether they are proper or not. I'm more than happy to speak with you about your lump sum settlement and the documentation that goes along with it. You can reach me at 770-351-0801. Thank you. Hi, this is Jodi, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about all rights and benefits available to you under the Georgia Workers' Injury Laws, I'd like to invite you to download my Georgia Workers' Compensation Survival Kit that I created for folks just like you. Some of the topics I cover include: can I get fired for filing a work injury claim? 8 critical mistakes to avoid. Is it true that the insurance company will hire a private investigator to follow me around and videotape my activities? What happens when the insurance company is late with my weekly wage payments? 7 specific tactics I recommend to maximize your case settlement value. If you or a loved one needs to maximize your recovery from your Georgia workers' compensation claim, you'll find this survival kit important reading. Download your survival kit right now and at no cost. Just visit my website and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now, and as always, I wish you the best.